Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Dungeon Ding Nuts, the channel where we have high levels of entertainment and low levels of intelligence and energy.
Oh gosh.
Stop it, Maddie. You held it together.
I didn't
Would it
do
help if I just
anything.
Would it help if I just threw dice at you every now and then?
Possibly.
Don't worry, if she falls asleep.
Oh, you did white.
Huh?
You had white nerve just barely.
I did, but I'm about ready to eat one of these cookies.
That's fair. But today we are in our second to last episode of A Tale of Love and Woe. And boy, things are steaming up right now. So before we get into our recap and everything for this session, don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, /X, TikTok, and all the socials so you get to know when we drop a new episode. And we haven't gotten any updates on the last post. But don't forget to comment in this one about your favorite moments, a favorite character, and what's a new thing? Because last time we did favorite bird?
I think it was favorite fish.
Yeah, Maddie, last time was favorite fish, wasn't it?
Yeah. What? No, it was if you were a fish.
If you were a
Which
fish.
one would you be and why?
So
Now
we
this
did-
time
yes.
is if you had to fight a creature with your bare hands and you think you would be able to stand a chance, what difficulty rating, what is the most skilled animal you can fight with your bare hands?
I love that. I want to see that entire essay. So, if you want a chance to win one of our Dungeon Ding Nuts t-shirts, put that down in the comment, and then we'll know that you want a t-shirt, and we'll put you in for the raffle.
I just want to know if anyone thinks that they could be a specific animal. I think that's.
I think I could take a bear.
I was about to say I could take a black bear.
I'll take a polar bear.
Buddy.
You know what? I'm gonna take a
I
challenge.
won't do that.
I'm gonna get on
That's
my
12
comfort
feet
zone,
of nope.
and I'm gonna take on a shark. You take a shark.
I'm not taking
You just
any
have to do
aquatic
the
creature.
No, you grab it. Okay, we're not gonna get into this.
You would not
Down its
survive.
throat
Go
and
straight
pull its
into the
heart
gills.
out.
Wait, Maddie, what animal would it be for you?
Any of them? No,
Any of them.
Like, give me an elephant. Throwing the raincoat.
I don't have the brain power to answer my own question right now.
But do let us know with your brain power what creature you could fight, and you'll win a t-shirt, possibly. So, we're going to be starting Aventera here shortly, so look for updates. We are getting ready and prepped for Aventera, so we are all excited for that, if that's what you're here for. If not, enjoy more of Bridgerton. So we will get started here with our recap. So, a lot has happened since in the last session. The Marquis of Earlrich, Theodore, received the news that his mother has passed away, and so he had to go away on some business. He put up a strong facade for the people at the luncheon.
He's so drunk.
He was drunk at the time too, yeah, but he did put on a fairly good facade of, oh, I have to go off on business, family things, and most people in the ton believe it. However, the Sir Leo overheard this conversation and is aware.
Yeah, since he wasn't here, I'm just gonna make it re-known. It wasn't just Leo who overheard. His pops rolled low on deception or whatever, so it was probably heard by more people.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the pops was not the greatest at keeping it quiet. So
He's
that
a morning
happened.
man. Take it easy
He
on
is hard
him.
of hearing. At least you never listened to me.
Lord Nightshade played some cricket with Jade, which was seen by Finn, as it got fairly intimate for a
Slut.
little bit there.
Leslie!
It got fairly intimate there, and that did not make Finn very happy, and so he stormed off angrily.
Oh, he stormed off.
Don't worry, we made up.
You guys stormed off
He
together.
was gonna go get wasted, but that didn't work out.
That didn't work out.
I kidnapped him.
Elise went to investigate on the news from Jade and the other ladies, and went down to the Modise, escaping the party early, and talked with Duchess Stonehammer. They got some drinks in her secret cellar, And while everything's going on, an earthquake once again hit, revealing to Elise that there might be another room that has a familiar stench to her. As the day went on, Jade decided not to go meet with Lord Nightshade. Instead, Elise decided to go investigate a little bit and to find things out. And Sir Leo went to meet with him as they earlier made a deal to talk down at this tavern and make some deals of selling primal drinks.
Despite my efforts of not going to the gentleman's club.
She still went because Dora showed up and said, I need your help. Finn is going to do something stupid. We are Lady Thistleweight. And he might do something incredibly stupid.
Yeah. Bro, that's the shock of the century.
Wait, you're what?
Not me.
Not her.
Oh, Dora the
Dora and
Wallflower?
her brother, Finn, are both Lady Thistleweight.
So that's why you're macking on them.
Oh gosh.
No.
While meeting with Lord Nightshade,
I just think it's a really funny
Leo
imagery
noticed that his
because she's like
scribe
6
was
foot
also
something.
down at this
It's adorable.
tavern of sorts. And
know she was 6
eyed him quite quickly
What did I...
and decided to cast Detect Magic. No, did Detect Thoughts first.
Yeah.
And realized that he could not read the thoughts
6
of Lord
foot.
Nightshade.
It's like in the Hobbit.
Then
Sorry.
wanted to use Detect Magic and realized Lord Nightshade also has a lot of magic on him. Before leaving, he noticed that there were some interesting thoughts in the tavern and decided to investigate further. And that led to Jade entering the tavern using disguised self as a servant looking for Finn. Unable to find him, Dora sends a message to her saying, Finn's outside, hurry, get out here. She kidnaps him, pulls him into the carriage, and he says he loves her and kisses her. In the
He
carriage.
did not say that!
There's some retconning. And that is where we left off.
Yeah.
So before we get into current day, we'll go into flashback. Are you ready for it? Let me get the right song for you all.
Oh gosh.
I'm
Why am I nervous?
very frightened. I was just about to say I'm very frightened.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm eating a cookie.
We start on a dark night at sea. There is a fairly large, almost like cargo ship traveling across the sea at night as Elise, a much,
We don't find out. Sorry.
a much younger looking Elise is on this ship. Now, when this happens, are you already having a conversation, or does he come out looking for you on the inside time?
We were on the deck of the ship already having a conversation.
So you find Elise and Cedric Stonehammer, having a conversation on the top of the ship. Fairly heated as he's a stout dwarf with a fairly strong beard with like some gray hair showing, and a fairly built man, older than Elise, with quite a few years on her, as he's saying, I brought you here with my family, and this is the best you can do? You can't produce any children, you can't do anything for me, what good are you? What kind of wife are you then?
What kind of bitch is he?
Yeah.
As you see, like, you can see he has this, actually not yet. But yeah, he kind of just like, what are you? This was all meant for you. This was a gift to make you feel better of not being able to do anything for me. And you still can't do anything.
Poor. Sorry.
You're just staying quiet at this point? So you just...
I don't really know what to say. Just trying to pretty much hold back tears.
No.
I see the cycle, the way that he's reacting.
as this conversation kind of gets a little bit louder, it's just, what words do I use here? Yeah, no, I don't like it. You just kind of, aren't you going to say something? Don't you women always have something to say? Are you speechless now, huh?
I flipped him off. Sorry.
It's hard to play the role of a abusive person.
You don't want to.
Well, he said, don't you women always have something to say? And Wesley goes,
At this point, Leo, you kind of overhear some like louder shouting at this point, and kind of can go choose to investigate.
I kind of would like creep up, trying to stay hidden from where I hear this yelling coming from, but just to observe what's happening.
As you can see the anger rising in him, and
I'm so invested right now.
just indeed does backhand you
No!
with a natural 20.
Can I murder
Are
this
you
man?
kidding?
I'm not kidding.
She just got
you.
hit to the baseboards.
Yeah, he's just backhands, and it knocks you down on the ground and leaves a strong
I hope
like
you killed him.
impression.
Don't ruin it.
As it would, yeah, it like leaves a strong impression on your face, like a red mark and everything. As you kind of do see that happen, Leo, from your vantage point. As he kind of walks over towards you and begins to like pick you up from the back of your hair, and just, if you won't do anything, then I'll make you do something. And just like begins to lift you up from the ground, and almost like drag you by the back of your hair. And could you make me a dexterity saving throw with advantage?
Slices Achilles.
These two. No, where's the other? Where's the other D20?
You pulled the hairpin.
Don't you have
You
that
aim
two of
for
them?
the jugular.
Wait,
For
But you
advantage?
could get blocked.
is she rolling with advantage?
Yes.
Get the
Oh,
hairpin.
yeah. Need to.
Or is there just...
Yeah, that's in the
Right,
right.
there's-
Maddie and Wesley, did you two roll me a d20s?
Oh. A dex save, you said?
Yes.
4.
Perfect, thank
I
you.
had 15.
All right, so he begins to like
was not
lift
bad.
you and like drag you,
I'm eating the last cookie.
and the ship hits a large wave as like the storm begins to pick up, and it knocks him loose. As those two roll his dex save for me,
Good.
and you already had disadvantage, and so he's taking the 4, and you got a 15. So it knocks him loose, lets go of your hair, and like he kind of like stumbles and like kind of falls towards like the railing of the ship, as you are able to like get a grip of yourself and like hold on more.
Yeah. I just kind of see him falling. And I don't do anything to stop it.
Okay. So you see him fall, and he like starts rolling backwards.
Target practice.
Jade out of nowhere. Bah, bah, bah.
This is my story.
As, like you don't do anything, but he is able to quickly grab onto the railing and just looks back and regains a little bit of his footing, as he did get a 20 there.
Oh, just a little bit, huh?
I don't know why, but
The
he's
story
rolled.
must go
You should
on.
have me roll for him because
The
I roll
story
like
must
crap.
go on.
As he just
Something else really happened.
goes back, as you hear a door swing open, just Cedric, is everything all right? As it's a familiar voice of your mother-in-law. It's just, yes, mother, everything's fine. Elise just slipped when the ship hit the wave. Clumsy. Don't worry, everything's fine. We'll go back. It was just having a conversation out here. As he's like, all right, sweetheart, you All right, and just be careful out here. It's getting quite dangerous. Is there anything you'd like to do?
I'd like to push him.
Go ahead and make an attack roll advantage.
We hate abusive bastards.
Can I put him back where I can't? Where is it at? What is that?
You holding it? Oh, you go. Biggest roll.
How? With?
Attack roll, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Is it a strength or dex?
Would be strength since he's trying to push him.
Strength.
Or actually, it's a shove action attack.
It's just a.
I believe.
That's not great.
Can I combine the two?
Give me 1 second. Okay. Which is the highest one?
They're
10.
both 10s.
10s.
It's average.
You two make me. Both of you roll. Maddie, Wesley, both of you roll.
Well, it's 11 with strength, but
I got an 18!
Me too!
I'm not supposed to celebrate.
That's not good!
No!
As like you go to shove him. And
No,
like,
wait, that was his save?
Yeah.
Oh, can I
No.
use my strength? Because it's -1.
No. So you go to shove him and you just kind of almost hit like a wall as he like grabs your hands and just. You trying to kill me? You think you can kill me?
You might have to say something
what
here.
if I have?
No, that's not going to do anything.
Pretend his little princess. Come on, do something.
I'm like, I'm so sorry. It was an accident. I fell.
That's the wrong thing to say.
Shush it, Wesley.
As he goes to once again backhand you, but you're able to like. It misses. So how do you want to do? Dodge or you catch, or how do you want to do this one?
Oh gosh. I want to dodge this way and then be on the defense or something else.
Yeah, so he goes to backhand you, and you're able to dodge it, and you're like, you little bitch. You're supposed to stand still and take it. And he goes in again for another one, as another wave hits. Make a dex save. You two roll for his dex save. Disadvantage on him. You get advantage.
Damn it.
Got a.
I have 19.
No, I had a 1.
Got a nat 1.
And then you hit the thing and it turned into a 16.
All right. So yeah, he goes in for another slap as the wave just as it does kind of like push him over the rails. And he's like attempting like hold on to it, and you just kind of see as like the waves and the rain begins to start pouring down more, and he's just holding on there. Just don't just stand there, help me up, woman.
I'm gonna go and
And you can.
push him off.
All right. As the rain begins to hit heavier and heavier, making it harder to hold on to the rail, you just kind of push, and he falls into the sea, and just the waves consume him. It's barely to see a splash, as it's already like a heavy sea. The waves are crashing everything, and he just crashes into it. Left there, as you can kind of see, lightning flashes for a quick second, and you can see on close on the side is like a chain. As you can see, it's his cross necklace.
I'm gonna go pick it up and put the necklace on.
And she goes, picks up the necklace and puts it on, and begins to walk away.
Can I check and see if there's anybody around that saw?
Yeah, go ahead and roll perception check. And you, Sir Leo, saw everything.
Do we not have another D20 over here?
There should be.
There should be another one. If not,
There's, I just gave you one. 11.
11.
What would I be rolling?
Stealth.
Stealth. Oh yeah, no, that's a
He's
6.
a big man.
6.
It's a 6.
So you're looking around, and you kind of like look up towards like a higher deck, and you see a figure of someone as thematically lightning strikes, and you can kind of see like fur and like the mane of him, but you're not able to see like full details, but you do get to see that there is some figure up watching, seeing as he almost like sees you and like walks away. Here are more d20s.
Thank you. Into the dice tray of shame.
That's a few.
As you begin walking back in, the camera, almost like in a movie or TV show, the camera pans away as you begin to walk, and pans towards like more like a left side away from where you guys were. So as if like, I have a ship mini. I can use this.
It's fine. Do not touch it.
I'm glad it landed on that.
You know, sorry, this is important.
No, it's not. let me finish this real quick before you do that. So you see the ship. Leo is like up here, and everything happened down on this main part. Almost as if like on this backside of it, the camera pans towards it, and you can see a figure looking off to the side as you see a short, elderly, more older-looking woman looking, and it is the figure of your mother-in-law standing by the side watching all of that happen.
No
As
way.
she turns around and walks back towards the rest of the ship.
Do I see this?
You do not see her.
Oh. It's all coming together.
As we return to semi-present day time, back on this ship, the Arrow ship with the Marquise, Wesley. Your father comes in, gives you a hug, and says your mother has passed away. You are needed on the ship. And previously you kind of gave like a bow and a wave to everyone at the luncheon as you walked in. As you walk into this Arrow ship, it's very clean, almost like pristine looking. You can see that there is like a sectioned off area, and you can see what looks like there is a body in like almost like this area of the ship. He's like, this way, son.
They brought her.
Weird. I take a deep breath, let it out. Kind of like no emotion, and I go walk to pay respects to my mother.
As you walk in, you can see a very frail and sickly version of your mother just. Darwin, is that you?
I thought you said she died.
He lied.
My eyes kind of open up as I quickly go kneel by her side and say, Mother, she said you were dead.
Oh, he's always so dramatic. I'm not dead yet, but I want my last moments to be with you for a moment, son.
Mother, I'm honored. Let it mark my word. I will find someone to reign this company for you.
I don't want you to find someone to reign. I want you to find someone to love. She kind of pulls off what looks like the wedding band, her wedding ring, and like, give me your hand, son.
I just kind of like quickly enter my hand.
And she grabs it and puts the ring in the palm of your hand and like closes it, and just, your father may not, and your father at this point has like left the room, and everything's like, he may not look like much and not seem like the kind to love, but there was a time he had much love in his heart, and that this ring holds that dearly. I want you to promise me that you will find yourself a love match. Not for your father, not for the company, but for yourself. Do you promise that, son?
Kind of look down and kind of try to logically think through this. I'm like, of course, Mother, I will.
As you feel the ring just warmth radiate from it.
But how?
Trust in your hearts and the ring, and you will find love.
Take a quick glance at this ring. What does it look like?
It's like almost like a grapevine type design in it, of gold and silver, interlaced in between, almost like a snake. As the gem is a very ornate, I want to say like rose quartz, like a pinkish hue to it, as it's shaped almost like a diamond, as it begins to radiate with light and warmth as you kind of look at it.
Like, can I just quick continue glancing at my mother?
The ring goes from its small size and grows in shape, and it looks as if it could fit you now.
I put it on
You know what I'm thinking.
one of my fingers for now.
This is the one ring.
The one ring has appeared.
I will rule my own company. Of
She
course I will.
just, darling, She kind of lays her head back and, like, she's roughly holding on to you and just lets go.
I like reach for her head to kind of caress and like see if she's finally gone.
She's indeed finally gone.
Oh.
Fine.
Finally gone!
Well, not like that.
Sorry.
I softly caress her face, and I stand up, adjust my coat, and look at this ring now. I will do it. And I turn away and start making my way off the boat.
You
Try to find my carriage.
You kind of like go to exit the boat, the ship, and your father kind of like waiting outside the door. He's like, so what did she have to say to you? She said she had something.
Nothing. Just, you know what I mean? Do my best, you could say. She was too soft on you. I'm kind of like, you kind of see me kind of like cringe a little bit as I try to keep my composure. Like, maybe she was, and I start walking off to my carriage.
Where do you think you're going? We're taking the ship back to the summer home. We are in no shape or condition to make a proper entrance into society. Think about the image for the company here.
He's just staring at my head, kind of slightly cocked and just kind of confused and like a disappointed look on my face. Or just move my jaw and then turn around and just keep walking.
You keep walking, and as you do, you kind of almost run into Frederick, the servant, who's just, is it true, sir, what your father said?
I look at him and say, we have some work to do, Frederick. Let's start heading home. And I turn away and just keep walking to my carriage.
So, but
Come along.
yes,
We have a lot to do.
Yes, sir. Are you holding the ring, or what are you doing with the ring?
I'm just still kind of holding it in my hand.
Okay.
Just my left hand.
You kind of hold on to it.
Firmly grasp.
As you go to exit, the doors of it just like close up, and you begin to hear the ship prepare to like take off.
Just go.
All right. You're gonna try to, because the door is essentially trying to keep you in.
No,
Or you're
sorry.
trying to head
I
out?
thought it was opening.
No, they're closing up.
Well, I'm gonna use I'm just gonna blast through it. Well, not blast through it. I'm just gonna try to get through it as fast as possible. And if needed, I'll spend a keyboard to dash.
All right. Make me. What exactly is kind of like going through your head, and what is the intent of you trying to get off as much as possible?
I'm gonna go find a wife, pretty much. And so my intent is get off this ship, kind of go back to my house and make a game plan, and then start the grind.
All right.
Not that way, Maddie.
That's not what I was thinking.
Maddie.
Go
I
ahead
just
and
thought it's silly.
go ahead and roll like a dex save
Maddie.
type of deal,
Okay.
like an acrobatics check. Make it with advantage.
Let's go. Red Ruby. Guide my path. 17 plus 6. 25.
All right. As the doors begin and you see him close, and you like start rushing towards, and you feel like a rush of energy as you dive through the doors. And you're like, "Son, but where?" As you quickly make it out, as the doors and the ship just begin to lift off and leave.
Superhero pose on the other side.
How, on a scale of 1 to 5, how good is his swan dive?
It's a 25.
It's really good. It's a really good swan dive. Just-
Right. I thought that was
Did
an
I-
important question.
That's a very.
It's a very important. Thank you
Yeah.
for asking.
Did it?
It's very important.
I needed the pizzazz.
It's very important to understand.
Yeah. How much I should laugh at it or to not to.
Yeah, no, it's an important one. So you are able to swan dive out and
No
make it
problem.
as the ship begins to leave. As you're making it out, and you begin making your way to the carriage now.
We got that on camera.
So you make it to the carriage.
Actually, I think
Your
it was
hand is
off
Your
above.
little is above.
Damn it!
As you do make it to the carriage, you're able to key out and get onto the horse and start heading there. Okay, yeah. You make your way to the house. As you're hitting the street, you begin to see flames.
At my mansion.
Yes.
Just whip it and start seeing if it's truly just burned down.
Wait, I totally missed.
Yeah, you spaced out. He saw flames on his way on the road to his mansion.
So, not good.
Not
Thanks
great
for
at all.
the summary there.
As you
And that
begin to make
ended.
it, you make the curve and you see that the mansion is indeed on fire. The airship made it there, and you can see it like a crowd of people outside trying to like do something, trying to cast magic or anything to like take out the fire. But there are people outside trying to like do something about the situation as you're making your way towards the home.
Which home?
Does it look like it can freeze it? Like it's just gonna burn down pretty much. That's what.
It looks like it's been at it for a while.
My character just doesn't care.
Make me a history check.
16 plus history. 18.
18? Alright. So yeah, as you come on up and you see the house, you kind of flash back and you remember your conversation earlier with Jack later in the day and everything. The heated argument, he also said, like, I kept a lot of people off your back, like, you're gonna suffer for this kind of deal, as you remember this kind of conversation. And you now come up with Jack or other people or something that might have a vendetta against you. Death has struck.
Oh no.
Same, bro.
I just roll up to the scene, just like pissed off, and then just turn around. And I know one place no one will ever bother me.
The library.
The brothel.
No.
I mean, for normally goes to the brothel, I would think it'd be the library, but okay.
Yeah. No one's gonna bother me there.
We're gonna go to the gentleman's club.
You know,
Alright.
they're not gonna, like, never mind.
All right, so you head down.
You know they would never bother
Which
you there.
one
Even the
do you
women.
go to? There are 2 or 3 in this town.
Oh no.
Because there's one that Lord Nightshade mentioned about, like, hey, we're meeting at that brothel down by the bay. There was one on your first day in. It's like, oh yeah, there was this one knock 3. There's one that you knock on the door 3 times. That's a pretty good time. And then there's like, I wouldn't say Jack's, but there's one near Jack's that you're also aware of in town.
Which one's the fanciest of them?
Out of the fanciest one, I would imagine.
It's the knot.
It's the knock.
I'll go to there then.
All right. You get down to this like backwater area of town. It's poor, desolate. There's like, it's not the greatest looking. Granted, you have seen poor people. This is poor people in the terms of high society poor.
Okay.
I don't know exactly what that looks like, but just
I
like
know exactly what it looks like.
people are like, oh, we're poor, we have
That's
nothing.
supposed to mean. I know
as-
exactly what it
Hush,
looks.
focusing.
I don't know, I want to say almost,
So am I.
They're always gonna have food on the table, but they
Yes.
might not have the newest carriage.
yeah.
Exactly.
Paycheck to paycheck, kind of living maybe 2 or 3 seasons old.
So the
clothing.
Bennetts. Pride and Prejudice.
Yes. So like, they think they're poor, and you go down there and it looks poor. The streets are unkempt. There's potholes and stuff like that. You have seen way worse in your
Oh,
traveling days.
not the Bennetts. God, dang it! I gotta move it.
It's like, oh, that's the poor part of town. We don't go down there. Other people, this is so nice. What are you guys talking about?
The streets are paved.
I mean, there's a few potholes here and there, but this is nice. Everyone else in society, oh, the poor. Oh.
That's the horror.
So you make it down there, and you get into it, and in like the tavern, it's dark. Not a lot of people are in there. You can see like one very tall female Goliath kind of manning the bar. It's just, what are you looking for, sweetie? About tapped out of liquor, so if you want liquor, you ain't gonna get it. You want food? I mean, we got food. I just don't want to cook.
What, so that you said there's no liquor? Like none?
Well, I mean, no.
Can I get some, please?
Make a persuasion check.
My freaking
So essentially, she just doesn't want to do her job.
11.
I mean, me neither.
Add a +1.
18.
I don't get paid enough for this. Walks over to like the wall and just. It's like a door opens and it's like the wall that you're looking at is just all empty bottles. She pulls a lever and it reveals of like a whole kind of another pantry of full liquor bottles. She's like, what do you want?
Something that at least tastes good and get me drunk.
Bottom shelf.
Gets you a glass.
Wait,
Just leave the bottle, please.
You go.
what is all of this in
She
the
just
timeline
spitted
of
it?
him drinking the
Nice.
stuff from the...
This is like maybe an hour from him drinking that.
Oh, nice.
So you still have primal in your system.
So you were drunk
And you're getting
during the
more
last
drunk.
moments of your mother's life with her. Whoops!
He didn't know.
I'm gonna grab this bottle, look at it, and just see
And to
something
fulfill
in
her
there.
final wish,
You see like
she goes to
a floating loogie. Just,
Yep. I'm just like, maybe I should take this as a sign. I should stop.
welcome to the Swing and Swill, sweetheart.
And I
Or
just-
just spitting still.
Careful hitting the table. Stop.
And I put it down on the table and just kind of, thank you. Thank you, darling.
Anything else I can get for you?
Just how much this will cost.
3 silver.
Perfect. I pull out a single gold coin. I'm like, do you have change? And I slowly slide it over to her.
Yeah, give me a second. Takes it. And just walks into the back.
Ain't seen that.
Nice.
I have a feeling she's not coming
Yeah,
back.
she's not
I
coming
pick up
back.
this cup and I start. I'm gonna do the smell test. Does it smell somewhat edible?
No.
And I'm just gonna look over to the right and pour it on the floor and then put it down.
You can see as you pour it out, just. You can see the little loogie hanging onto like the lip of the lid, just.
Ew.
It just like starts to drip down. It stays. You try to look up and it just.
You
Yep.
That is not my favorite thing ever.
That's disgusting.
He's about to puke over here.
Spit and Swill. That's the tavern you're in.
Makes sense.
Spit is
Oh,
one
got
thing
fuzzy.
I can't.
I'm just gonna turn around.
You
just
like.
sit
sorry.
against this bar and just look around to see if there's anything in here.
You look around. You can see in like the back right corner. there is the largest mound of mold, black mold you've seen.
Okay.
And it's just...
Sorry,
it looks
Brock.
like it's alive. It's not. It looks like it, though. Just... There's a bunch of flies and other, like, insects floating around it.
Ew.
You can see, like, people actively avoiding the area. Whoever's, like, awake and sober right now. You hear loud shouting in the back of, the like, where the kitchen is. And it's her and, like, some other kitchen aide. And they're just yelling. Like, old married couple yelling at each other because they do not like each other at all.
I'm just kidding.
That's mean.
I'm just kidding.
I'm just gonna start talking to myself because he's about to lose it. He just like has his arms on the bar and he's just. What am I gonna do?
Take a picture of this.
I
Don't
gotta
you remember where you can
find-
get good alcohol?
someone that loved me. Lost everything. Now I got the clothes on the back. He's just like tapping on the floor. I don't know what I should do. Just take another look around. Is there anything in here that looks somewhat helpful?
There's like almost what looks like a bounty board in here. And anything else helpful of like what else?
He's lost right now. He's looking. He's just
Is there a
looking.
bouncy house?
What?
That would cure all
All of his issues.
my mother's death. I'm
His
stranded.
summer house burned down. His father still doesn't love him. He's in this terrible place where he can't
okay.
get a good drink.
Crimson is proud of me.
Oh, that's good.
She said so.
Anyways,
Can you roll a d4 for me, please?
Do that. Wesley, don't touch my M&Ms. Can you see them
3.
on the camera?
3?
That's
Okay.
not...
You can kind of see them.
You sit there, and
They're
the
very
ring
low.
that you
Punch you
have
in the front.
starts to like, not vibrate, but just give off warmth.
Whoa.
and you said it grew to shape my hand.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna put it on and just kind of look at it and be like,
You feel a strong aura just radiate all through you. As long as you are wearing the ring, you gain a +1 to charisma checks. And you also gain advantage on charisma saving throws and checks.
cool.
There are other effects that happen as time goes on.
Okay.
But for the time being, it is +1 to all charisma checks and saving throws and ability checks.
It just have my legs crossed. Can we go all Ella Enchanted and everybody gets up on the bar and starts singing I want somebody to love?
Not right now.
Want somebody
They
to
are
love.
the saddest sacks of people in town in here.
Aw, it's so
I'm-
depressing.
And he's entered
I'm
the
just
sad
gonna,
sack.
I'm just gonna give up right now for today.
The ring just kind of, the gem on it lights up and just, and it shoots out a little, almost like a laser pointer and just
What?
stops for a second.
Hope something good comes from this, and I start following the direction of the.
Alright. So it leads out towards the door and you enter into the streets. And you just see people kind of walking around, kind of like a market square, and everything is just going around as, yeah, you're just out in the market streets. It doesn't seem to be giving more direction, but it seems to be giving off like a very faint pinkish glow.
Is my horse still here?
Yeah, it's still here.
Would have sucked.
Gone. Everything.
I'm gonna get on my horse. And just start wandering until something feels right. Just point this way. Or just keep going this way or something, or
I'm sorry.
slowly
Please excuse me.
walking on my horse, looking around.
Alright. So yeah, you're looking around, not going extremely fast, but you're just going around on this horse, trying to see wherever it's leading you. The ring continues to lead you out of this lower district into like a higher district. As you do, you kind of like run into someone recognized, like, Marquise, is that you?
Kind of jolt, pulling the horse back and fix my eyes on him. Like, what is it?
You see this also slender, I want to say like 5'11" Goliath woman with very strong like facial features and like piercing light blue eyes. And you recognize this as like your cousin's friend.
Bodyguard?
That's what you think, yeah.
Bodyguard.
But you recognize like, oh, I know this person. They've been around so and so for a while. And like, what are you doing in these parts of town?
Long story. I'm just trying to find a place to stay.
What? Your 3 summer homes aren't enough?
Well, at least one got burned down, and I don't have a way to get to the other one besides this horse. That'll take a little long.
Where the fire was coming from. My condolences for the loss of your home.
Yes.
Now, sorry to interrupt whatever ride you Marquise do, but is it true you're trying to court Lady Satori? She like starts to walk up closer to you.
I'm gonna gauge this lady to see if she's like actually serious or if she's being like hostile like last time. Do a little inside check.
Yeah, go ahead, roll insight.
Scary. Threatens.
6.
It's hard to read.
I did talk to her once or so.
She kind of like is right next to your horse and everything's just. She had a bit of a hard season last time. If I hear anything, you broke her heart, I will break you.
Oh. I think I'm having a little bit of deja vu right now.
You should.
A little bit from last time.
Yes.
Between me and you.
Yes, I will make sure you know very well. If
Oh,
you-
I remember.
You
Just-
break Lady Satori, I will break your arm.
Yeah, yes. Anything else? I just still
Your
look.
bachelor types are all the same.
I just look like kind of in a frenzy, almost just like kind of off to her. Just kind of like. But I do have an idea now.
And what's that idea, Marquise?
I think I found myself a place to stay, and I just.
What do you mean?
And I
You
started.
just start riding off.
You know where I'm going.
I know where you're going.
I'm going to Lady Satori's house.
Oh boy. You begin to ride off, and
That might be a little scandalous.
maybe you begin to start riding off as another. Make me a dex save. As you're trying to avoid something.
9.
Okay. So you kind of bolting as the almost bodyguard-esque lady that you just talked with.
No.
That's your description. Tried to chase after you a little bit. She gave up chase. As you go and you crash into another horse. As this, as it sends you flying off. The person on top, cloaked figure, staying on, is just. Hops off. I'm so sorry. You all right, my lord? You are a lord, right?
And whose face is it?
You see, she kind of like pulls off her cloak.
She.
Yes.
She?
It's like Back to the Future.
No, it's like season
Your
2.
mother?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I
She
know.
pulls off her cloak, and you can see this human-esque woman. She has
Uh-oh.
sharper ears than normal, with green-esque, like emerald-esque eyes. and a stronger build, about, I want to say 6 foot.
Dang. Sorry.
She kind of like knocks you off, and she's like, I'm so sorry. I didn't see you. It just came out of nowhere. Are you all right?
I kind of look at her.
Not good.
Not neat. What is it?
I want to say 87.
I just like double blink.
She like sees you and extends a hand.
And I just kind of take it, like I'm under some sort of spell. And I
She's
just
like,
kind of like
it's a fairly firm grip. And she
just
like
keep
pulls
looking
you
at
up.
her as I get up.
It's like, I'm so sorry, my lord, and kind of gives you a little curtsy. But what were you doing writing so carelessly like that? Carelessly.
After kind of thinking, he just starts dusting himself off. I was just heading home.
Be a little bit more careful here. Look where you're going.
Sorry, I'm just from out of town. I just thought this was. Yeah, sorry about that.
Well, be careful. Sorry, I never caught your name.
I am Theodore.
Theodore. Well, it's nice to meet you, Theodore. As she, it's like, my lady, we have to be off. It's like, oh, yes, sorry. Hopefully we'll meet again. Good day. And she kind of like puts up her cloak and rides off back towards. So like you can see her carriage.
Do I recognize the carriage at all?
It looks very ornate in like higher society, like a higher status.
Okay.
She just rides up.
Any crests on it or anything?
Yes, there are like ornate crests that give off the symbol. You would recognize his voice, but you're not there. Mm-hmm. You see like the voice calling out like, "My lady, we have to go," as a very strong like guard. There's a guess NPC. It's a very strong guard.
Mm-hmm. Ah!
Yeah.
Yes.
She's kind of sits
so
there
cool.
on her horse as you see this Earth Genasi, kind of just like, oh, we have to go, my lady. Come on, your aunt is waiting for you. You can see like the royal crest.
I'm just gonna watch as I ride off, and then afterwards look around for my horse. And
your horse is like trying to like get off from the ground. It took a big hit. Your horse is a little surprised.
Sorry, big fella, and I try to help it up and get back on it and keep going to Lady Satori's house.
All right. Camera point of view, unknown to him. After that kind of like run-in, the camera like points towards your hand, and you can see the gem glows a little more brightly than before. It was like a faint pink. Now it's a little brighter, emanating about like 5 foot of light. Then it goes dim once again. But anyways, yeah, you get onto your horse and you continue on to your destination, and you make it onto the Satori. Yeah, the Satori grounds.
Does it look like the house has been put to sleep already, or does there some lights on still?
Yeah, it looks like it's gotten darker, but it does look like the house is up and running. There are a few lights going on. As you see, like a guard's like, "Sorry, calling hours are over, sir. You'll have to come talk with Lady Satori later."
Don't touch my M&Ms, bro.
I'm gonna go up and knock on the door.
Violent.
He just took an M&M. I've been drawing lovely pictures with these so I can be quiet.
Yeah, the door kind of opens and you
Mostly
see
quiet.
The father of the household opens the door, which is Darwin. It's nice to see you again, Darwin. What's new? I heard. Come on in, son.
Thank you. Step in and just kind of look around.
It's like, so, how's the business going? I mean, father giving you a hard time and everything?
Still as ever, but because of my efforts, our business has actually grown quite some. Almost 4 times its size.
That's good to hear, you know. He never would let me help with it. Him and the other one. They had a great time starting it, but he took over and it looks great, but He never takes my advice. He can take a break every now and then.
Yeah, I've been trying to tell him that for years.
Now, how have things been looking for this season? You came by earlier, and I was a little concerned here. You're not trying to court Katharina, are you? I'm just getting you a hard time. She just got out of the house. She had a hard season.
I heard about that a little bit, but tonight I was just here for, wonder if I could stay the night.
I mean, sure, you can use the guest room, but
Perfect.
may I ask as to why?
It seems the house is under renovations.
I see.
All of it.
All of it.
Burned down. Crispy.
Crispy.
It burned down actually, so I'm kind of out of a cot tonight.
My condolences. I'm sorry. That was a beautiful estate.
It was. I did love the view, but
Well,
I'll make another one.
Yes.
No worries.
Guess you should know where it is.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Go ahead. Make yourself comfortable. If you need anything, I'll just ring the bell and the servants will be with you.
Classic. I remember. Thank you.
Yeah. Good.
And I just start kind of walking off.
All right. Yeah.
I'm gonna go straight.
Yes, Manning.
No, nothing.
No, nothing. Okay. Yeah. So you walk up and
I'm just gonna keep my head down. Kind of. I know where I'm going. Just gonna go straight to this guest room.
All right. You go up in the guest room and it doesn't look like they get a lot of guests. So it looks like it hasn't been touched in maybe a year or so. But it looks very nice. Not what you're used to, but in some of the other like places you travel to, this is one of the nicer like beds you'll stay in and such. And you can go in and you just hear like a light knock on the door.
Servants are here already. I go and
No servants. But why are you here? As Lady Satori's kind of
I just turn around and she's
yeah,
there.
she like
It's open.
light wrapped on the door and standing in the doorway. and
She's in your room.
she's at the doorway.
Okay.
Not in the room.
Okay.
I made sure of that.
You're one to know. Anyways,
What's that supposed to mean?
I just turn around and be like, you could just look at my face and see, oh crap. I'm gonna be spending the night, Miss Satori.
You can drop the Mrs. Tori. We're in home. You can drop that. Which actually, I need to talk to you. There's been a lot going on, but we need to figure out our plan of how we're gonna get me a suitable suitor. You've been kind of absent-minded. You weren't at the luncheon, and granted, we were late to the luncheon, but that's a different problem.
As she's talking, I go and grab the servant bell and I kind of hand it to her. I'm like, it's alright, can you ring this for me? Keep going.
Yes, sir. And so I goes and takes it away and just. But yeah, so what's our plan? Lady Thistlewaite announced that she's going to be making a loud appearance of some kind of letter at the masquerade ball next week at the Queen's, and I think that's the perfect time for us to make some kind of move or something so people can like start actually eyeing at me. Because I don't know. There's a lot of attention on Jade. She's a lovely lady. Met with her. We went down to the Modi. She's super nice. I thought I was gonna meet her. She's gorgeous.
Oh, you hung out
amazing.
with Jade.
Yeah, we did a little girls trip. Me, Jade, Arabella, Dora. It was a nice little girls. Went to the Modis. Got some new fabrics. It was great.
Did she tell you anything about me? Well, perhaps.
No, not at all.
I just look off and be like, that's surprising.
Cocked.
Surprising.
I'm gonna walk around and as I'm talking to her and look for like a change of clothes.
You're gonna look in and you can see the closet's like completely emptied and
Exactly. Okay.
you just if you want, I can go get. Father has some like old clothes and like nightwear you could probably borrow.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean you can probably fit the same.
perfect. I wanted you to actually ring for that if you don't, the servants if you don't mind.
Yeah. Funny thing, meant to warn you. The stonehammer, Dora. You didn't hear it from me, but I think she may have a bit of a crush on you. She might like you.
Oh dear.
I'm not saying anything.
You're saying something right now.
I think she may actually like you a little bit.
Thanks for the heads up.
Yeah. She's a sweetheart, though.
Yeah, she's
Super nice.
really
Couldn't hurt
sweet.
a fly.
Really sweet.
Yeah, no, amazing.
I'm just having flashbacks of her like staring at me seductively while I was talking.
Yeah, and the roommate's all gonna be like,
I'm like, yeah, she's sweet. Okay. When the servants get here, can you ask them to draw a bath for me? That'd be very helpful.
Yeah, I mean, I got late, but I saw that your father's ship showed up. What was that about? What are you two talking about?
I'm sorry.
They have a text chat going on right now.
Would you like to share with the rest of the class?
No.
We can if you want.
No, we don't want to share with the class.
I really don't think that's a good idea. I think it would get us demonetized.
Oh. Okay.
Did you say that? She's.
I didn't say anything.
And she's just like, okay, yeah, I can go get that. I'll tell one of the servants, but we'll make a plan in the morning.
That's a great idea.
Okay, sounds good. She kind of like goes, turns around, and just, Darwin.
I kind of like straighten up when she says that.
Are we deception check?
Okay. 24.
All right. She looks at you and just. Is everything okay? I mean, you got on the ship and stuff. I don't know what's going on, but you okay?
Yeah. Yes. I'm fine.
All right. Sounds good. Well, we'll make plans in the morning. You remember the breakfast, right?
Yes. Same old time, right? 8 o'clock.
Yes.
I will be there.
I sure hope so. You normally aren't. And then
Got a
like
better sense
goes
of-
and like closes the door lightly and walks away from it as you go to retire and kind of like wait for servants. They come back with like the clothes and all the other things that you needed. And they say, "Oh, the bath's ready for you, sir."
Nice. And I just go ahead with the ritual of going to sleep, taking off clothes, stuff like that.
Whoa. And we're gonna cut away from that scene here.
Woo, spicy.
Too spicy. Too much.
Oh,
Anyway, cutting away from that, currently caught up, we will go to the tavern, or the brothel, of which where Jade and Finn are.
Oh, so
Outside of it,
you found a love hotel? Is that what you found?
no.
Mm.
We're
Sure.
in a carriage.
Same thing.
Oh no!
That's what we're picking up.
No.
Yeah. As you hear, camera audience sees, players don't. As just a as a body just hits the ground and is dragged off behind the
Does Leo
tavern.
hear that?
Hmm?
Does Leo hear that, or had he already skedaddled at that point?
He has already skedaddled at that point.
Makes sense.
As like the body is dragged off and you can see legs tied together, hands tied together, in the back of like a carriage.
Maybe he's not dead then.
Quillen is
Not
thrown
yet.
into like the back of a carriage, and it's just like slowly going off towards some other, like leading up a street, as it's riding away. As yeah, it's just you can see Quillen gagged, tied up, and leading off somewhere else. As Finn comes out from prison, he's like, "I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. Oh gosh.
Wesley, stop.
As he like is like thinking about it, like, I didn't want you to leave, and
She's gonna kiss him again.
as he's gonna start to like ramble, you go in and you kiss him again, and it stops, and he kind of
Relaxes.
Relax. That's the word. I was trying to think of the right word, but what's the word I'm looking for?
He relaxed, and so did all of his clothes.
As he just
I'm
relaxes.
uncomfortable now.
The carriage is still like kind of roughly there, and Dora's like, "Is everything okay, you guys?" He's like,
Yeah.
you don't know what.
How did you get here? Did you bring your own carriage?
I took a horse, yeah.
Go get your horse and leave.
Okay.
Okay, we only talked. When
Nothing.
you get out, send Dora in and don't.
Okay. As he goes and he's just like, this. Kind of goes like, grab your hand, just, I didn't mean to ruin anything.
You didn't. And she's gonna quick kiss him again and like shove him out.
As you shove him out, the door opens, the door's like, oh! So we're in that kind of mood right now. She looks and just like, so he effed up.
Maddie's nodding her head very slowly.
Ruh-roh.
How does that look like a two?
That was terrible.
That one was terrible. Disgrace.
That was, yeah.
You said performance or deception?
11.
11. She looks at you just, so he effed up, huh? And you're like, like,
No, I nodded like,
either I'm gonna get something out of you,
Get in the carriage.
or I,
Get
okay,
it.
fine.
Get in the carriage.
She
right
gets
now.
in and sits across from me like, so what was he gonna do? Because we don't have,
I don't know,
it's like,
but I know what he did do.
No!
what do you mean, Jade?
She knows what he wanted even.
What do you mean?
Tell the driver to start driving.
She like raps on the, was like, hey, go! Because we didn't, he was gonna do something stupid. We didn't have the latest paper written yet.
And then I kissed him. Again.
Oh!
Damn it! Dora!
You have to remember, you're talking to Lady Thistleway right now.
I know.
Two of them. She
Dora?
kissed one and told the
Well,
other.
one of the Thistleweights is
I
off.
never said
Dora?
kiss until she did both.
To the
my
very
joke.
wrong person.
Dora, if a word of this gets out,
No.
Lady Thistleway, I will end your life.
But we had to collaborate. Here's the thing. he kind of did this on his own. We have no idea about dropping a whole letter at the masquerade. We have nothing drafted. We have a week to draft something.
Don't put this in there.
What am I gonna put in there? This is juicy.
Yeah, but
This is good. What do you have? Because you now know you have to help with this. We
make
need
it
something.
seem like nightshade is like crooked or something. Make crap up. I don't know.
We don't make crap up. It's a
I know.
But
I
we don't have enough evidence on Nightshade. Do you have anything on Nightshade?
I asked Quillen to follow him and take notes.
Who's Quillen?
Oh, little guy.
Tabaxi.
Thank you.
Can't miss
Tobacco.
Oh, the one that's always around you with the pens and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, he gave me the vibes that he likes you.
Well,
Like just like from
Not like
observation,
that,
the way
sorry.
he's always around you and everything, it just kind of gives like
We talk
queenie
about-
vibes.
pens and paper. Thought that was.
That might do it for some guys.
Me and Gavin.
Crap.
Yeah,
Well, I
no.
didn't intend for that to happen.
Well, no, of course not.
But like he should come and tell me. Did I see him in the?
No, you didn't.
I didn't.
Did not clock him.
He should come and report back. I don't know when though.
Okay, because we need to get something. We can start drafting. welcome to the Thistleweight Company. It's currently 2, now members of 3. Congratulations.
Oh boy, I did not want to be part of this.
We didn't want you to be a part of this, but I kind of had to tell you.
I didn't want to be a part of this society anyways in the first place.
Made a new connection, if you know what I'm saying.
What are you doing with your hands?
You kissed, and now you're part of the company.
Did you see the hand gesture he was making?
I only saw this hand and I was really concerned.
Exactly. But he was But he was doing it with both hands.
Yeah,
He was double fisting, if you get my saying.
Yeah.
No, they were smooching.
Stop.
Yeah.
So yeah, we need to come up with
do
something.
this.
Wesley, you might as well just like.
I don't even know how Finn heard when.
It's not
the
this, dude.
masquerades
It's
happened.
this. All right, come on. So that because they made that connection, she's
trying
part
to
of the
talk.
company. It's like a handshake.
Trying to get the story going. Bro.
He's trying to talk.
I don't even know how Finn knew when the masquerade was happening. No, we were digging on that, but I didn't know he found that.
I don't know. I've kind of just been trying to stay out of the spotlight. That hasn't been working well,
No, the Queen
obviously.
absolutely adores you. You have been a great subject of the papers. So yeah.
You paint me as not the diamond.
Stop doing diamond things.
I'm not. Ruin my reputation or something. I don't care.
He was gonna try.
Okay, then follow through with that. Shut up.
Do we? Because the one idea he had, what we could run with it is, and the carriage is still going and everything.
Yeah.
Like he said, he saw you with Nightshade. We could try running with that.
That's true. It
That
did
puts
happen.
him in the spotlight, even if we don't have enough proof.
Ooh,
We
and
could
then
put him in
he's
the
in the
spotlight that way.
Yeah. Okay, you know what? Do it.
Okay.
And then maybe the queen will be like, oh, Jade. And then
That's a really
I
good
won't be
impression
the
there of
diamond.
Queen.
Thank you. I know. I'm incredible. I just...
Is there anyone else that we can throw dirt on, or things that you have seen? I mean, you live at the Fell Hollow Manor. Like, there's tons of like emissaries and stuff.
Well, I mean, there was... Okay. I know of one instance, kind of going along with the ruining my reputation idea. I told you about after the earthquake.
Yeah.
When,
no. That will throw you into the dirt.
where I landed on top of
My
the
ass.
marquee.
But knowing the Marquise's reputation will bring you down a whole level and a half.
Okay.
Throwing you with Lord Nightshade and him?
Well, I don't
My
know.
mother cares a lot about like statuses and
Okay,
things.
then don't do that.
So if you want to maybe
don't do that, then.
end up
Don't.
with my brother, you don't
I
want to do
do.
that.
I didn't want to admit that, but yeah.
I would love you as a sister-in-law. It'd be so fun.
I know. You're freaking so cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, girl.
Fetch, what are we gonna do?
I don't know. We have like a couple of days. You can stop by my place. We kind of have a printing press at our house, so we didn't have to run into anything.
I think
There was a book that had it, like this lady ran to like a whole printing press across town. It was stupid, so we just put one in our own home to avoid that problem.
Alright. I mean, I guess I could try to befriend more ladies and see what they're saying, and I could play the. Oh my gosh. Like,
Oh, you did that so well.
huh?
You did that so well.
Thank you. It's a facade, and being in high society, you have to learn how to be so high and mighty and proper.
Yeah, it sucks. That's why we started this paper.
Yeah.
Okay, so just the horse, it stops and just, Fell Hollow Manor. Oh, this is you. Stop by my place in the morning?
Yeah.
Okay.
Will do. Don't talk about me and your brother. But also, like, if he says anything, let me know what he says.
Of course.
Okay.
Kampai has a question.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Okay,
And
bye.
then I'm gonna, like, dash to my room because I don't know what.
I was about to say.
You run into your room and you enter
There
it,
you go.
and you're just like,
Oh my gosh! He kissed me!
Oh God.
Because that's really. Like, did someone knock?
No, you just hear as a light kind of turns on in the corner, swivel chair.
I was joking about them freaking out. By the way, I was. Crap.
Where have you been, Jade?
Is that my aunt?
Yes.
She's been sleeping around.
Bed empty? No, no.
I recognize that.
Where
I don't even know what it's from.
Been?
Where have you been?
Bed's empty? No.
No note.
Your father's car is gone? Oh, Harry dear, so glad to have you.
I
No resemblance whatsoever.
I was talking to Dora, and I was apologizing for the mishap at the luncheon and how we were late, and I don't know, I just felt like I should apologize for. I should probably apologize to you too.
You were late to your own luncheon. I know we threw that on you, but it's still polite for a host to be there on time.
If it makes you feel any better, I did go and apologize for being late. I socialized a lot. I
did hear that from the guests. They were grateful for the apology. She stands up front with her cane and just, Jade, I'm glad you've been making friends here. Dora is a great friend, but
I really like her.
she's great. Stonehammers have a lot of influence in this town here, but I'm concerned for you. You are missing these things, and the Queen has an eye on you.
You know, I don't want to be the center of society. We've had this talk a million times.
I know you don't want to, but you are.
But I am trying.
Well, too bad.
Just
I'll do better at making friends and talking to more people.
please do better. Oh, and Jade, your mother left something for you. She kind of like, it just arrived today. Kind of opens it up, and it's a little like locket-looking box.
Okay.
And opens, and it's like a long necklace with a heart on the end of it, like a large, like, I want to say sunset orange heart gem.
Okay.
Like, she left this for you. It was part of, yes, the dowry, and this was one of the last things given to you.
Okay.
There's a little note inside. I didn't read it. I didn't want to invade and such.
Can I have some privacy?
Yes, I can give you some privacy. But do start to prep for the masquerade coming up.
I will. We went to the modiste, so hopefully the new dress will look nice.
I do hope so. Which modiste did you go down to?
The stonehammer modiste.
Oh, you're gonna get great material from that.
Trying to be more with the fashion here.
Well, good night, Jade, and you know I love you.
I love you too.
She kind of hobbles out. But if you are going to leave again, at least leave a note. You're gonna give me a heart attack.
Okay, understood.
She leaves and closes the door.
I'm going to read said note, and I'd like to inspect the locket.
You read the note, and it's like, Dear Jade, this is to only come into your possession in the untimely event of I cannot give it to you, or well, that's only an occasion of when this should come into your hands. This is meant to be for your wedding day, for when you are to be wed. But this locket will help you know when you have truly found someone you love, and will help you clear your mind, as I know you are a busy girl. Jade, I love you dearly, and I wish to have been there on your wedding day, but I know whoever you find will be just as bright as the sun. Love,
Aww.
your mother.
That's really cute. Is there anything magical, arcane, or artificery about it?
Nothing artificery, but definitely magic does. From like looking at it and everything, it does radiate off warm magic to it.
Okay. Can I do an Arcana check?
Yeah, go ahead, roll an Arcana check. Looking at positions, fine.
15.
15. So you can tell that this, come on, group of sheets, is a, here we, my phone, my computer's terrible. But this is a magic item that gives off enchantment type vibes of magic,
Okay.
along with divination, a mixture of enchantment and divination magic. Yeah, and just kind of radiates a lot of warmth and such.
Okay.
Computer, be faster. Anything else you'd like to do?
I'm gonna write in my diary.
Okay, you write in your diary.
Do it, girl.
Like, oh my gosh, thank you, sweet. But I'm gonna go to bed and take a long rest because I have no more spell slots.
All right.
Can I do that?
Yes, you
Okay,
may.
thank
You get a long rest. You get a long rest. We're gonna go to you, Leo. What are you doing? As you kind of like see him get kidnapped, and you kind of like followed for a bit. And you're like, okay. How long did you say after you get yanked into the carriage?
Like after until like I go and look for somebody.
Yeah.
I would say relatively quickly. I would kind of see unmarked carriage, someone guarding outside. He got yanked in by someone I don't recognize. This is probably not a good situation. I am going to probably move pretty quick.
All right.
And I'm gonna go.
If you had stayed, you
Just a little longer.
Yeah, I'm not wasting time. I'm gonna go and try and find, actually, Elise. I'm gonna go try and find Elise since she's one of the storm. Finn is the stonehammer.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna go and try and find Elise and be like,
We're related.
We will.
something, something happens. I don't know exactly what happens, but not good.
All right. So you make it. You kind of like go to the stonehammer or the Alnart where you're staying kind of place, and you're like, let me in. Something happened. As you go and the door opens, one of the servants and like, calling hours is over. Can I assist you?
Yes, I believe this would be an emergency. I think I witnessed a kidnapping.
And you're not going to the authorities?
I don't know who the authorities are. I don't know who to go to.
Lady Stonehammer,
Yes.
there's a man saying someone was kidnapped and
Calm emotions.
yeah, you do. I think he could use.
That was
I think it's one of the primal advisors you've met with.
Oh yes. Bring him into the breakfast room. We can have a discussion.
All right, and
Oh.
you're let in, and you can see Leo kind of there and just tired.
This seems urgent.
Yes. You see, I was having a conversation with Nightshade.
Yes.
With Lord Nightshade. And as I noticed somebody who was in the locations that we were at, who had quite a bit of magic and had disguise self casted on them, so they were disguised. And they walked outside, and Finn was out there. There was also an unmarked carriage.
Wait, Finn is in. Brother-in-law.
Is it brother-in-law or is it
Yeah, it'd be brother-in-law.
brother-in-law? Yes. And this person who was disguised grabbed him and put him into the carriage. I don't know. It happened very fast.
Oh my goodness.
Um,
Do you know who it is?
No, the carriage was it didn't look like it belonged to anybody, and the person who was disguised, obviously, I have no idea who it was. But I came here right away as soon as it happened, so...
Thank you so much for telling me. Is there anything in the conversation with Nightshade that...
There were some interesting things that happened, yes. He had a bottle of... Oh, what was it? I think it's seafoam erosion is what it was called. Dang it, the notes were on my computer. And it was, it's kind of a bluish, greenish liquids. It can be an alcoholic beverage if made properly, but this wasn't, so it was more than a...
Did he say where he got it?
No. He did not give me specifics on it. He just said he found it, I believe. So, he did not give me specifics, but it was a little suspicious because he didn't seem to think that it could be sold as a beverage. He seems more curious in its other properties.
That is very interesting.
And he seemed to almost brush off these ideas about primal plane alcohol and trades and things like that. So...
Thank you for telling me.
It was definitely a bit suspicious.
Back to the carriage. What did it look like?
What did the carriage look like?
What did the carriage look like?
It was a carriage.
They wanted to go nondescriptly, so it was just like a
It was
classic
just like your
carriage.
classic wood and
No
like
symbol.
dark black,
Horse.
simple, almost
Yeah.
like a funeral carriage, probably. Like maybe not that
but yeah.
gloomy, but it was
A very simple carriage.
very nondescript.
Yeah.
Simple. It was darker colors. I couldn't really see inside. There were curtains, I believe, so I could not see. But did I take note of the horses that were pulling it?
Like
Just basic colors and
like
breeds.
basic like brown.
They were Clydesdales.
Like what she says.
Very large Clydesdales that were pulling a rather small carriage. But
Don't know why, but they were.
Yes.
Clydesdales are carriage horses.
Interesting. Thank you so much for bringing this to my attention.
yes, I don't know if this is common during the season, but I didn't.
It
use
is.
any
It is
season.
not. It is not common.
Okay.
Is there anything that I can help you with to return the favor for this information?
Wesley, no.
There's your chance.
9. Don't cough.
Well,
Say it.
I know I thought it, but it's not gonna happen.
Why not?
That's a good what?
All right.
That's supposed to be that easy. Come on.
There's chemistry.
I can't be the only one getting action here. Come on, guys.
They're totally
I witnessed as she murders her husband.
You're like, oh yeah, I want that.
That's true alpha behavior.
Yes, I want that one. The psychopath.
Well, did you see her getting abused by said husband?
Yeah, no,
Okay.
It's called a joke, Maddie. Goodness gracious.
Okay, let's go.
Stop your dice tower.
No,
Yeah, Wesley.
I don't believe so.
Behave.
Just update me on what's possibly happened.
I can do that.
What are you, my mother?
Yes.
Okay.
Stop acting.
And then I'm gonna just kind of dismiss you.
Okay. Auf Wiedersehen.
All right.
I want to do something, but I don't know if you want to stay.
Yeah, no, go ahead. What do you want to do?
I want to.
Yeah, it is now.
I want to go make a visit to my mother-in-law.
At this time of night?
Well, the next morning.
Okay.
Can I also say that I am going back and I'm actually looking for what's his name? The
Quillen?
tabaxi- Quillen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kind of look for Quillen because
Oh.
I'm a little sus about him now, and I don't want him getting too involved in mortal plane stuff.
Actually, I want to go during the night because if somebody was kidnapped, it's probably urgent.
Feel ashamed of yourself, will you?
All right, so yeah,
Don't
you
let it happen again.
ride off into the night and you go to your mother-in-law's place. You get there and you arrive at the same
yet.
time as another carriage, and you can see Dora walking.
not.
It's like, Elise, what are you doing here?
And then I'm gonna tell Dora what I found out.
About
Girl, that's a lot. So you're telling me? So what do you tell her?
I'm just gonna say that I have received word that Finn might be in danger.
Oh yeah, yeah, that boy's in danger. That's for sure.
I'll second that.
It's like, oh, let me. You sure he's not just at home? I think he might. Let me just check real quick.
Wait, I'm confused.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've got this wrong.
So, we are in the carriage.
Finn goes home first.
He goes home.
Dora and them go to her
I
house.
get dropped off, and then Dora goes home. You went and talked to Dora.
Wait, who got kidnapped?
He said
Supposedly Finn. 'cause
Supposedly Finn.
He saw me disguised as a servant taking Finn,
A
yanking him into a
nondescript
carriage.
servant.
Oh!
So he got
Yoinking.
miscommunicated and is just like, what's going on? So you get there like, yeah, let's see if he's home first. Maybe he's just hiding in his room and opens the door and just, Finn, someone's looking for you. He's like,
I'm sure he just like.
where is she?
And then it's just
Hi.
me standing out there.
Oh, hi, Elise, how are
Oh, they're
you?
the same.
I'm
Kind of like
doing-
tries to lean against Amanda. Hi.
I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing great. Fantastic.
I had received word that you were possibly in danger.
No, couldn't be.
You don't remember getting pulled into a carriage?
It's like, oh.
It creates the perfect storm.
There was definitely enough humidity in there.
Yeah. I went down to like the.
If you're a weather nerd, you
I
get
went
that.
down into like the tavern.
Zip it!
I went down towards the tavern and everything, and one of my old buddies saw me and he thought it'd be a fun prank and like pulled me into the carriage to like scare me and stuff. So, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Well, glad to know that you're safe. And then I'm gonna like turn.
You can
and-
see his eyes like kind of like
I wanna-
finicking, and you can tell he might be a little bluffing on that. It's like,
Can I do an inside?
go ahead. You might not need it.
Oh, okay.
Well.
Oh.
What is it?
I guess
4.
I should have threatened
No, 8.
Finn and said, hey, don't.
Yeah, you look at him and you're like,
Dude, grab him.
something's off.
Yeah.
It's your deal.
Completely.
So I'm gonna
If you
turn
really wanna make a
and
man
like
swear.
act like I'm walking back to my carriage, and then turn around and say,
Stop it, Wesley.
"What you do in your personal
You say
time
you're
is
promised and he'll be like,
nothing of my concern. But next time, try to hide it a little bit better." And then I'm gonna turn and then just walk back to my carriage.
Boom!
I have no idea what just happened because of Wesley.
Yeah, the distractions are high tonight.
Would you like me to describe what he was just?
No, thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think
As you
anyone
kind of
needs to know
ride
what's in
back
Wesley's
home,
brain.
and you all complete your long rests.
I really needed that.
All right.
Not
So,
really, but I did.
I did.
anything that you guys would like to happen, we are going to flash forward to the masquerade ball. Well, there's one event, and then we'll fast forward. A few days, 2 days, anything else anyone wants to do before we get into the main one?
I think just I need to have dug up some hot goss to put in this paper.
Yeah, you and
That's
Dora,
Not me.
you, Dora, Finn are kind of like working together, trying to find some kind of
At
hot
this
gossip.
moment,
And
I'm gonna tell him it was you.
You don't know.
I know.
Can I
What if
just point out how sus the Marquis getting onto an airship that landed in the middle of a luncheon? His father whispered something into his ear before he got on this airship.
Yeah.
And then he gets off this airship in a bit of a rushed manner and then his house burns down. It's a little sus. If I gotta say so myself.
A little more than a little.
Marquise could definitely fill up a couple pages.
I think that you should.
We
For
should,
your hot
yeah.
gossip, I have some ideas.
So that hot goss that was just
talked about.
Yeah, and then I obvi talked to Elise, and I'm gonna get some hot goss from her and be like,
Come on now,
I think you should say that the mother-in-law was hiding stuff like a cellar, but what else is she hiding?
Wesley, roll me.
oh, a cellar.
Where's
What
the
else
checks with
is she
advantage?
hiding?
Not 20. That's crazy.
Okay.
Oh no.
You
scared me.
For what her mama. Stop.
I need my fan right now.
Oh no!
I rolled a natural 1.
Oh god!
So,
Maker.
we'll get to that before we get to the other thing I was going to do.
I'm
So-
really confused. Give me my dice.
Day 3
Wait, I'll just have my own
of
separate
preparation
desk.
before the masquerade.
Oh boy.
Scene. Night.
Oh gosh.
Raining.
My house, my place.
Yes. Your place still not repaired in any manner. You hear a knock, and so looks like things are working a little bit better. I have a few callers now. Thank you, Darwin. Or I don't know what to call you. You have too many names at this point.
I'm glad to help. Am I at my burned down mansion, or I'm still at the?
I'm still at their
Okay.
place. Your place
I was
is
like,
not.
Yeah,
okay,
that thing's gone.
The place is gone.
I'm glad to hear it.
Thank you. I didn't know how I was going to recover from last season. You ran into Valenti, tall Goliath, my friend. She's a little overprotective of me, but she means well. And I think she's a little happy now that you're not the only option out there. Not saying that there's something wrong with you, it's just she's happy that there are other people I'm considering.
I take a glance at my ring real quick.
It's glowing.
More than usual?
A little more than usual, yeah.
Let's take a step back. What do you mean other than me?
Well, I mean, like, there were some other lords and sirs and such, and everyone seemed fairly nice, and they all gave a few proposals and such, but I haven't considered any of them, honestly. It's kind of, I don't know, this has been a little exciting the last couple of days, and
I'm gonna take a step closer.
I don't know if I really want to end the chase quite yet. I think we can keep pulling their legs a little longer. Don't you agree?
Pulling what?
The people.
I'm slowly getting even closer.
I mean, just the people, right? And so it kind of comes a little close, like it's.
And then I'm
Is
just
this
gonna
a little-
go in for it and grab her.
Oh!
Whoa,
Hey.
skank!
As lightning, I love my lightning, just lights up the room as you go in with a kiss, and she's.
And I just pull her in and slowly close the door.
Scandalous! As you pull her in.
You were calling me a skank?
As you kind of like.
This ain't in a bedroom.
Yeah, this is the bedroom. You pull her in and you come in for a kiss and she's Marquise. And you go over and like kind of almost like look out the door and just quietly close it. And camera sitting out, almost like the outside of the door wanting to come on in, but it's closed out and cuts away from the two of you as the ring glows brightly, illuminating the room with rose quartz light. A few days later, I will say day 5, before the Queen's masquerade, invitations are sent out. You, Leo, get 2 invitations.
Oh.
You also get 2 invitations. You get one for the masquerade.
mine?
You don't get any.
Where's
You
mine?
had to.
I don't have a house.
You guys get 2. You get one for the masquerade requirement, like a mask or something to obscure your face and such. And the other one is from Lord Nightshade's like, oh, I would love to invite you over to
It's funny.
words.
If you say so.
Stop.
My boxing ring to settle some final deals over the production of this the primal stuff in a non-formal setting. Has like a time for like in a few hours, honestly, as again like an invitation, like just finishing the deals. You get an invitation from the queen herself to meet at her masquerade place early that day to arrange some things.
You should take Finn.
I'm gonna RSVP to the masquerade party, obviously.
Obvious.
You know, RSVP to Nightshade as well.
All right.
Oh.
You RSVP and send it back, and it goes, and it's in like a few hours, like 3 hours.
Yeah, then I'll show up.
All right. You also within the like 5 days, no note, no nothing from Quillen at all whatsoever. You, Dora, or Jade.
Stop.
Yes, you. You receive a bloody quill.
It's the one.
It's the one.
Look what you did, Maddie.
When did I receive this?
Day 4.
Okay, and I know that Quillen worked for Leo.
Yes.
I am gonna search for Leo. Like, I don't care if I'm...
He's in the same estate as you.
I know. I'm like running to his rooms. I don't care if I look unkempt.
I also want to be there for this conversation.
I'm like genuinely terrified, freaking out. Was it just the pen, or was there any
Just
note?
the pen.
This is your fault.
Shut up, Wesley.
You got my very promising pupil murdered. How dare you?
I will say, on top of the pen, there is wrapped in like, still wrapped in blood, a letter in it, in some fine-esque handwriting of just, I want to say, it mainly says, some things are meant to be left behind closed doors, and other things are meant with a fine drink in hand, not with a quill. And it's just like wrapped up in there.
Dun, dun, dun.
You gotta beat the stuffing out of him? Or he's having a glory day over there in the bar.
Yeah, as you go talk with Leo
I'm
and
gonna
find him.
sprint to your room, you know, like, think like dramatic running down a hall in
Pushing
an
yourself.
awesome- in an
Slow motion
awesome-
running, dress is blowing in the wind,
But
and
it's
there's
more like
panic.
cool than like
It's not the
Are you doing, like-
Cinderella run. It's
Are you
I'm
doing
like
like parkour off the walls?
yeah, betcha. I'm not like parkour. Turns out it's just like Dwight and Michael. Parkour.
that is worse.
No, I run and I'm gonna just start banging on your door.
Oh gosh. He's gonna like stand up very quickly. He's sitting at a desk like writing or doing something, and you're gonna hear like a chair scoot back very quickly, and he's gonna rush the door, open it.
There
and-
are tears on my face.
Oh lordy. Oh lordy.
Oh, Larry.
He's a bit unkempt, like not
Well,
like
yeah.
you know, probably somewhat end of day, like not ready to go out or anything, and so he's just like, can I help you?
I hold up the pen and you can see I've got a bloody letter in my hand. I think something bad happened and I think it's all my fault.
Oh, okay.
Quillen, we became friends and I gave him this pen and then,
Did you have him follow Nightshade?
how do you know about that?
I clocked him in the brothel.
Yeah, I didn't, I asked him if,
He's been missing since.
I only asked him to, like, pay attention. I didn't think he would, like,
He's.
Did you just sing a song?
I'm gonna hand him the letter.
He's a bit over the top. He will go above and beyond for those that he respects.
Question. This is day 4. How much interaction have the 4 of you throughout the days have had with each other? Because you guys talked about going to the brothel and stuff. You guys are in cahoots. You guys are talking. So how much interaction would you say up to
We
this
really
point?
haven't had any interaction.
haven't.
Besides the slight interaction
slight
that we
at the
had at
luncheon.
the luncheon.
Mhm.
And then I noticed her making little
Trinkets.
trinkets and things
Yeah,
like
maybe
that.
there have been a few times where, to help socialize with the guests, I've shown off some of my art or trinkety things, and maybe we conversated during that.
But nothing probably more than that.
Yeah, and so this
But I
is
probably would have
untoward.
noticed that my scribe was missing and hanging around her before he went missing. So,
Yeah, and I'm like in tears. I've got a bloody pen and a bloody letter. I hand you the bloody letter.
Bloody letter.
The bloody letter.
So
you two have had just very few. You two have had more conversations, interactions. You two have had more interactions. You have
I've
had
been
slight with her.
I've had, like,
You've
one
had
with her.
like one
One
with
with her,
him,
one with
and
him.
none with like her.
None with
You've had the
her.
One would
least
be where
interaction.
he got
you weren't
drunk.
here.
So yeah, because you guys talked about going to the brothel. So have you followed up on that since then, or like what have you
No.
done in the time since?
No.
Potentially.
Because after my mother died, I was just like focused. Gotta get that wife.
Laser focus.
Gotta
Find
get
the
that
wife
wife.
material.
Go get the wifey.
Wifey material.
Go get that bread.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, got it.
So you're objectifying women now. Women
That's
are
my
bred.
job. I mean, it's not. I mean, I can't sit on.
Anyway, so you hand him the bloody letter. You hand him the bloody letter.
I read it. I'm just kind of like, specifically, what did you tell him to do?
Just like
Roll me in perception check.
did I tell Quillen to follow Nightshade?
You said like
Keep tabs.
like keep tabs and such on him.
You said perception.
Yes.
Pull up my
I'm not trying to hide anything here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I asked
18.
him to keep tabs and
Covered in blood, you see that there's some more scribble, and you can see like you smear it off, and you can see that there is a T and a D at the bottom, almost like a signature.
ta-da.
A T and a D?
Yes.
Would you happen to recognize this signature at the bottom?
History check.
Sure, go ahead. I don't think you have recognized this signature before.
15.
I don't think you recognize this. You don't recognize it.
I don't know.
Is there anybody that you know that has these initials?
Keep dropping my D10.
Theodore Darwin?
Oh, there it is.
Is that your full name? What do you remember the Marquis' full name?
It was
Theodore.
Theodore. But no, I do not recall his. I've only had brief conversation with him, and he was very informal. So
Was
I
it
do not-
Darwin?
potentially. It sounds right.
I don't think I said it.
Yeah.
Well, it would have been announced.
Yeah,
Sir
but I
Theodore
didn't
Darwin.
walk in when they announced it.
Yeah,
Dude,
you
dude,
did not.
dude.
He came in late.
No one knows who that is besides, you know, my name is Theodore.
First interaction, they were going to announce someone, and then they cut it short because he was not there on time.
I know that the Marquis' name is Theodore.
This one's always trying to stump us.
But what does he have to do?
I have no idea. I mean, he did jump off of a flying thing and then his house burned down? I really don't know. There is one other person that I feel like I could ask about this because I've gone to her in tricky situations and maybe, and like she's helped out. Maybe she, but I know that Quillen was your squire?
He's a scribe of sorts.
Scribe?
A pupil, an acolyte.
So I don't
you'd
want to
like to
do
call it.
anything without.
Anything to get him found at this point and
Yeah.
figure out who potentially has done this. I know what I can do. Well, why didn't I think of this sooner?
I have a few ideas. Do I have any sort of message done to Dora? I don't think.
Question.
Yes.
If I cast Identify on the blood, does it tell me the creature that it came from?
That is a great question.
Let me... I downloaded the app just for this.
mean, I have-
Identify. Because what I'm worried about is that it's not.
Normally it's for a magic item. Which is when an object that you touch, you cast a spell. If it's a magic item or other magic imbued object, you learn its properties, you learn its spells, you use it to touch a creature that the casting, you learn its spells, and you're currently affecting it. It doesn't say anything. However, for this, I'll allow it.
Metagame.
We'll allow some detective-esque work for this.
I'm going to cast Detect Magic specifically on the blood.
Alright, you cast Detect Magic specifically on the blood, and you can tell that it is Quillen's blood, for sure. There is no other mixture of blood
Leslie,
whatsoever.
stop.
How many more people have to die?
This is definitely his
You.
blood.
Marry Finn. You're gonna freaking kill me.
Okay.
For every time you don't marry Finn, another man dies.
Oh god.
Is there some sort of
longer
authority
he
that I can put
forgets.
a missing person's request out to?
I think I have not a better idea. I think we should do that, but I think I have a way of getting information out faster.
Sorry, you can get an inspiration point for what happened earlier.
Okay.
Because you rolled a natural 20.
Who, authorities that I could send him towards?
The Royal Guard.
They are in town, yes. The Royal Guard has been in town for a week now.
Here's my thoughts.
There are legends of Captain Rowe.
Stop. I know. Does my character know her?
I mean, you're a studious character.
So I
Would
know
you?
of her.
Yeah, you probably have heard of some of her feats.
Okay.
She did help in bringing back the restoring the kingdom after the assassination attempt forever ago, along with the prince.
There is the captain of the Royal Guard is in town. Her name is Ro Thanatos. She's an Earth Genasi. I know of her. She's so cool. I'd love to meet her in person. I think if you go ask for her help and then I go to my source, we might be able to double efforts.
Okay. I believe. Where can I find this robe?
Do I have any idea where?
If they're there, they're
Captain.
probably being very close to the queen and any other like royal subjects. So probably like the queen's summer home or the queen's first home.
Probably near the queen, the summer home.
Okay. Now, how do I get going? How do I go about getting a? I will figure
You
this
can
out.
use one of our carriages.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna holler at a servant and get whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna get
Or
Jade,
no.
the
Ro.
captain.
Yeah, the captain.
Thanatos.
Thanatos. That sounds a lot like.
Thanos,
Yeah.
or Thanatos, the god of the death in Greek mythology. That's
Okay.
The god of death. I give you all resources you need that are mine, because I am gonna help you find Quillen, and I'm going to
As
go
expected.
after Dora.
All right.
I'm gonna get cleaned up, just like not like pristine like I normally am, but acceptably.
All right.
Pristine.
So you go talk with Dora. You go talk with the guard, and like we'll try what we can. We'll put out a hit. We'll search for everything, and
Oh, I don't have my normal D&D bag, or it would have been so cool.
day 5 comes, and you get this letter and such. It's like, hey, finalizing deals. Also, I have some information that might be useful for you.
Okay.
He was tailing Nightshade, so I feel like in this conversation I would have been like, careful of Nightshade. Like, I asked him to watch Nightshade, so maybe Nightshade has something to do with this.
Potentially. I don't know what. I have not kept a good enough eye on him.
I have many suspicions, but I'm gonna go check with a few other sources, and before I even say goodbye or anything, like, with manners, I'm dipping.
Makes sense. And once I get this letter though, the next day, I think I would go to you first and be like, I was talking with Nightshades. I got this letter from him to go to some boxing ring. Is he known for owning a boxing ring? Or is
No one knows a lot about Nightshade. He's more of like the traveler.
Wow. I got myself involved with some shady characters.
Let's
go.
We did
All
find
because of a woman.
we did find a dead Nightshade. You weren't there.
She was.
And then a different Nightshade walked in. So
That is a bit suspicious.
I didn't tell Leo this. So.
Yes, Leah doesn't know this.
Um.
I believe it would be wise to go, but I would like somebody to know that I am going.
Yeah.
So I believe I shall take Zephyr with me, because if anything happens, it will become a diplomatic issue.
That's good.
There you go.
Wait, wouldn't your scribe have diplomatic immunity as well?
Technically, but a lot of people in the Primal Flame are not going to really care.
Oh.
Sure hope he's kidding.
But because Zephyr is kind of a higher up Genasi, which is like one of the more powerful races in the Primal Plane, if something happened to Zephyr, there would be a bit of a...
We've also seen
Kerfuffle.
Zephyr and Flamescale. They are way too close. They are way too close for comfort.
Oh, lordy.
Oh, lordy.
Yes, Zephyr
They do
would-
not get engaged in mortal affairs.
Fed-
Primal ones, however.
Very primal. Zephyr will come with me. If anything should happen, please immediately let somebody know.
Okay,
Who I was going to see.
Keep going.
Who I was going to see, and where I was. And I'm guessing there's some sort of address on the...
Yeah, there's an address.
Okay. And so, like, I would just tell you all that information and be like, all right, I'm headed there. Oh, also, I hope your contact went well. Yeah, it was yesterday. I don't know who you talked with, but hopefully word gets out.
I haven't done that yet, but
Yeah,
You
you've
can
talked with
skip-
Dora and such.
well, I'm gonna ask her to thistle down, thistle whatever.
You two have been working on this paper
I want her to say something about a missing scribe. That's what
for
I
the
would-
masquerade or earlier than that? Because they said the next paper will be at the masquerade.
I want them to do it earlier, but I know that we can't. So I'm just like, at the masquerade, and it's gonna be something along the lines of like a party of the diplomatic primal, a member of the primal plane diplomatic party has gone missing. Something like that.
Either or.
Take 20.
But I also was gonna go talk to Elise about the bloody pen and nightshade. But as for With infuse item,
Yes.
can I do something? Sorry, I just got some news.
Juicy goss.
Whenever you finish a long rest, 2 non-magical items imbuing artificer infusions into magic item. Can I do some type of communication stone to give it to him?
One of the infusions is a sending stone that you can create.
Okay.
Is something. So yes, you could make the infusion to a sending stone.
Okay, I'm gonna make you a sending stone.
Okay.
So you have a way to contact me if something is sketcheroos. So I'm gonna infuse item.
Now you have a sending stone.
What's up, girl? Hey, girl.
Are we gonna drink it or what?
Hey, girl.
So yeah, you get the sending stone, and you get with Zephyr, and you head on down. You go down to this shabby, by the pier boxing ring, and it looks like it has a broken sign. It says just like.
Do I have mage armor?
It just says like Beth before like the rest of the words are cut off. It looks like it's like worn down and doesn't look like it's been well taken care of.
I would also like to say,
Yes.
I have cast Unseen Servant before I came,
Mm-hmm.
and I also have my familiar
With you.
flying.
UAV inbound.
Yeah, essentially, I was about to say I can't remember what it's called, but Overwatch,
Yeah.
basically.
Okay. So you have your familiar flying around, and you have your
Watching for any
unseen
suspicious
servant
characters.
ready, and you come in and you see Lord Nightshade. He's like, you've made it. Here, help me lift this bag up. We're gonna throw a few rounds, and then we can finish the deals.
Oh. For some reason, my brain was thinking like bowling.
I'm gonna throw a little bit, you know.
Anyways.
So help me lift this bag up. I don't know what the guy's been doing.
And he lifts it with not much like.
You have an 8 in strength.
Oh,
don't you?
I do have an 8 in strength? No, I have a 14 in strength.
Okay, yeah. You
So-
lift it. Roll athletics.
You got an 8?
It doesn't help you that Nightshade also rolled terrible on this too.
9.
9. I love my computer is extremely slow today.
It happens.
Both of you combine, it's like, you both lift it up and click in, the bag just sways and starts hanging up there. Like, so I've thought about some of the deals, and I think we could possibly start selling some. I know a few people in town and some other exports across the Isles that we can start selling. How soon do you think we can start importing some of these primal goods?
It would not be hard to get set up. I know some brewers in the Primal Plane, so it should be relatively soon. As soon as I can get back, I could probably send word now. And
He goes and you're talking, just you can see he throws some like good heavy hits. Not super fast, but just like they have more weight to them than speed, if anything else.
Makes sense. I could probably arrange deals to start within possibly the next 2 to 3 weeks.
All right. I think I can get the word out and start. I mean, if you have a few a small sample here, I can start sampling it and get investors and such. And
Can I retcon and maybe say that I was talking like to people in the Primal Plane, getting things like
Yeah, of
prices, and
course.
getting samples and things sent and whatnot? I feel like that could be done over the course of
yeah.
5 days.
he's like, yeah, of course. And he like gets behind the bag to hold. And he's like, you want to, as like adjusting towards you to like your turn after he threw a few and like holds the bag up and just.
Sure, why not? He'll kind of take his jacket off and hang it up and yeah, essentially just
Roll an attack.
rolling. Oh gosh, I don't know what my attack stats are.
You guys haven't used the attack.
Oh lordy, I don't even.
I think it's +2 since it's.
Unarmed strike.
Yeah.
So it's strength, right?
Yes, sir.
Why am I rolling terribly?
Where'd you get a 6?
No, I got 10 total.
10. Okay, that will hit, but you hit it, and it hurts more than it should. How often do you think Leo punches a bag?
Probably not often.
Not often. So you hit it, and like, shouldn't feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
You're just like,
Makes sense. Gosh dang it. What? What'd you say? You want to fight?
I didn't say anything.
Oh,
You're hearing things. Just kidding, I actually did say something.
Ready to fight you, princess?
I felt bad.
you go, and he's like, all right, here, hold the bag with me real quick. And he goes in, makes a couple tags, like, so, we got some testing. There's some people that are interested in this, and I think we can start making a really good deal. I think we can make a few. How much of the profit would you want from these shares, from this?
Well,
as you feel the punches go through the bag to you, like, ooh, like, packs a punch for sure. Perception check with advantage.
Perception check with advantage.
Just love giving you guys advantage.
Why do I keep rolling that dice?
I don't know. I gave you like 7 to pick from.
I know. I need to switch it up. They didn't help.
It's just
Why am I always rolling terribly?
I don't know. It's your
It's just
cards.
part of the story.
13.
It's just part of the story.
Okay, no, that actually does it.
Oh,
so
really?
you go and you feel, and you're like, ah, and you like look down, you like, and you look from the bag, and it's dripping blood. And you can see like your knuckles a little bloody, but not enough to like drip like that. And you're like, you look at Nightshade, and like his knuckles also look bloody, but not enough to drip. Hi.
Quillen's not that heavy, is he?
You're evil.
I am.
No way.
I don't know. You gotta open it and find out.
Did you get it? My heart.
I'm gonna cast Cause Fear.
Here. Okay.
Stop.
I didn't take any useful spells. I didn't think I would freaking need them.
That's a saving throw.
Let me look it up because it doesn't really tell me. Or yeah, no, it's a Wisdom saving throw.
All right.
What's my spell save is 13.
Low Nightshade fails that and just like is dropped with fear, and just like what's going on, and looks at the bag, looks at the ground, sees the blood, and just what? Hold on, let me double check.
You awaken the sense of mortality. One creature you can see within range, a construct or an undead, is immune to this effect.
I'm checking.
The target must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw or become
He did
frightened
fail
until the
it.
spell ends. The frightened target can repeat the saving
We're
throw
trying
at the
to
end
figure
of
out
each
what
turn,
the crap.
ending the
Nightshade
effect on
is.
itself on a success. Frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls, and the creature can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear.
Yeah, so he's frightened. And he's just like drops and like fear.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, what would you like to do?
I have fought people before. I have done my fair share of adventuring. Low level, obviously. I have gotten in my fair share of bar fights. This is no ordinary punching bag, is it? Normal punching bags don't bleed.
I don't know what you're talking about, but you can stop this spell, please.
We'll stop it when I want it to.
Ooh.
And-
He's already frightened. I'm scared.
None of being good.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Is there some sort of zipper or
There's
is
a
it-
zipper, yeah.
Okay. He's going to ignore it. He's going to walk over to where he hung up his stuff with his belt, where his rapier is. He's going to grab it. And with unassuming swiftness, you wouldn't expect this from a large person, he
gosh.
Slices open the side of the bag,
Okay.
making sure to miss any of its contents.
Okay.
And
Yeah, you. As the tied and gagged, bloodied body falls out and hits the ground.
is it pretty obvious who it is?
It is very much so Quillen, yes. Fur, like, matted with, like, dried and recent blood.
Oh.
Recent. Ooh, that's good to hear. That's good.
Yeah.
I wish to check to see if he's alive.
All right, roll me a medicine check.
Medicine check.
Also, I have. Where did you fetch? What happened to my page? I've got Healy stuff.
I've got healing.
I know.
She wants to.
Why did I roll this dice again?
Roll a different one.
Hey,
It's rigged!
here.
Do you want my whole inventory of dice to pick from?
No. I've been given a good dice. 15.
Okay, you
So
go
much
and
better.
check, and
Ooh, it's slow.
slow,
Fade.
but it's there.
I'm gonna use the sending stone.
All right.
Found
Blood spits out of his body, or he spits out blood.
Found Quillen. Bloodied, beaten, barely alive, need help. That's 8.
How does the sending stone work? Maddie doesn't under. Maddie
So he
doesn't
sends
know.
a message up to 25 words, and you can respond once per day. So if he sends it, that's the use of it. If you send it, that's the use. So he's sending you the message, and you can respond. After you respond, that's it.
Okay, so what did you say?
I said,
Found Quillen.
found Quillen, bloodied, beaten, barely alive, need help. What?
At.
Yeah, still at boxing ring. Have advantage. I don't know if that makes any
Yeah.
sense. That was 14. I still technically have 11 more words. Come quick. Possible bring guards.
Ooh.
And how many response words do I have?
25 words.
25?
Okay.
Okay, I'm on my way.
Period.
Sends just emoji.
It's just the crying emoji
I like the tongue
with the
out
praying
emoji.
hands.
Just on repeat.
OMW.
Oh, crying. Pray hands on my way. So yeah, that
Red
gets
Cross.
sent, and we'll wait for Maddie's response here in a minute. But yeah, he's like, I have no idea. This isn't even my boxing ring, or I.
And you receive on my way, please stall. Bitches beware. Not bitches beware, but like on my way, please stall. So I only use 5.
Sounds
Yeah,
good.
this isn't my ring. It's not my bag. I swear. I'm just as confused as you are.
The law will decide what happens. This has now been elevated to something way beyond either of us. This is a diplomatic issue now between primal plane and mortal plane. We simply came to learn if this is what happens when people try to learn here. I believe it might be best to avoid all contacts in general.
It's like I swear, like you can see. It's like you primal folk have better magic. Like I don't know, use magic to like give me to tell the truth, read my mind or whatever. I promise, I had no idea. He's like just like cowering before you.
Concentration, but is that also concentration? Wasted 10 thoughts.
Detect thoughts.
It is concentration. I would drop fear is the only issue. I want him to stay afraid,
All right.
so I'm not gonna do anything. I am making sure that my unseen servant is nearby as well, in case need be, and that my familiar is keeping an eye outside of the building to make sure that there's no one coming in, and I'm keeping a very, very close watch on my surroundings. Well, also, I guess doing what I can to not let Quillen die, which is not much I can do.
What's your passive perception?
My passive perception would be
You got that 20.
Not you.
14.
14?
Mm-hmm.
So he falls out and like rolls and like coughs up blood, and you checked and everything. He has a pulse. You see that like stuffed almost in his bag is like a little on purpose left out like note of sorts.
I'm going to grab the note and read it.
All right, you read it, and it's the same handwriting as the one that she showed you earlier from the quill, of just thought I'd leave you a parting gift. Off to foreign lands. Enjoy your foreign friend. TD.
What?
Wait, say it again. Can you? Just kidding.
Like, thought I'd leave a parting gift. Here's your foreign friend, off to foreign lands, and your way, something along those lines,
Yeah.
essentially.
Oh gosh. That's evil.
He's going to take the note and put it back where he found it on Quillen. What are your initials again? Jade Fellhollow. That's not
JF.
even close.
Okay.
What are your grandma's initials or your aunt's initials?
Oh crap! What is
Amanda Fellhollow.
Amanda Fellhollow?
Yeah.
TD. Who the freak?
That's possible. You can do that. Might be a little hard, but you can do that.
Alright, I'm essentially just going to keep drilling him about weird little details, where he's been for the past few days, what he's been doing, why he called me here out of all places when it could have been another place, yada yada yada. Basically, doing what she asked me to do. To stall.
right.
For literally as long as I possibly can.
So you stall. Jade, roll me persuasion check here.
I really want this to work.
I love
Persuasion?
Yes. She's praying to her deities.
21.
21. All right.
Holy what?
So you go up, find the guards. You find Captain Rothanatos and
Fangirl.
Fangirl. And he was like, "Ow!"
For those of you who don't know or haven't seen previous episodes I'm in, she is my character and I love her.
It's true, she does. That's why I brought her back for this one. So you go up to her and you tell like, hey, there's a missing emissary, and like someone has him right now held captive. We need help to go get him. And she's just,
Say less.
yeah, very much say less, and gets on
She
her
gets her
steed.
warhammer and she's like, because she's a badass.
About to bust some skulls.
And we take off.
Y'all take off. Her, 2 guards, you, and you guys take off. Marquise, what do you like to do on this? What is this? 4th day? No, this is day
The
4.
fifth day.
5th day. 5th day. You propose this. You go up to Satori.
I'm suspicious of
Oh
you.
boy.
She comes like, so, you had an idea?
What if?
I don't trust him.
What if we run off together?
Whoa.
We don't have anything formal here. We just leave.
Running off to foreign lands?
Where
son
would
of a
we
bitch.
go, Marquise? My home is here.
What did I do? What did I ever do to you?
I don't know, it's me.
I'm supposed to take over my family business, and so it just won't be too far. We'll just go into my home instead.
And thoughts of your father. I mean, I would leave, my family would be upset. You would come back to your family home. Your father would be upset. We can't go back to either if we were to leave.
It would all be temporary. Temporary frustration.
Temporary for what, though?
And I lean in a little bit more, say, for love.
All right, you lose your inspiration for that line.
Ow!
That's not the best line, but okay.
Dang it. Freaky suck.
It's like,
No, it suck.
can I have a few days, at least the masquerade before, to say goodbye to the girls, at least? And then afterwards we can leave.
No, I don't obviously know why not.
Alright then. You...
Goodbye, inspiration.
I was kidding, you can still keep it. It was just a terrible line. It's like...
Twas.
It's like, someone...
Love.
It's like your Twilight. It's like a George Lucas line.
I haven't seen Twilight.
Hold on,
What?
Spider Monkey.
I said,
Oh
I
gosh.
said, don't at me.
Okay, yeah, sure, we're watching that.
I know.
Anyways, it's like, okay, then fine, well, we can do that. And she like, I'm excited for that. And she like walks and leaves, and after she leaves, Frederick walks in, and is like, sir, do you remember that Jack fellow? The one you used to...
When did you get back?
I've been running errands with your father and decided to check in on you. The house was almost ready to move back into.
What kind of errands?
Just helping him figure out some legal business with the company here.
Explain.
Well, with the passing of the mother and soon the next heir and your father also getting concerned, he's just making sure that the things that you've been slacking on since you've been here were picked up, and so I've been giving him all the paperwork and getting
Like...
that paperwork for just some...
But I've been doing that paperwork, Frederick. What paperwork?
Your
are you
father's been
talking-
wanting to go over it. He does not trust that you got it done correctly.
On what business?
On his title business, sir. He seems that the passing of your mother made you too emotional to make proper decisions. I think he may be wrong in that regard.
You're not saying it could be the other way around.
I understand we may have had our differences. I still have to obey your father, but I think, from what I've looked over your papers in the past nights, they are correct. You are doing the right thing. If anything, you being closer to your mother has made you a better leader than a man with so little emotion. But that's not why I'm here. Jack has been trying to stop by and have a conversation with you, but I've turned him away, or he has not found you.
What does Jack want?
He is asking for your endorsement. He's having an exhibition match here at his boxing ring and needs help setting it up, making it nicer.
I have an idea of what could possibly be happening.
I think it's time for us to pay him a visit.
Would you like to ready the horse, the carriage, then?
Bring the plain one.
The plane. Obviously, you like to catch it from your father.
Just simple. I mean a simple one, not the actual, well, not like a plane.
I'll see what I can do, so. And he walks away. Like a little bit later, comes back and is like, so he didn't bring the small one. So we might just have to take horse.
Sounds good to me.
So, would you like me to accompany you, or?
Absolutely.
Alright. As he rides off with you to Jack's
Jack's house.
boxing. You begin to ride off. Maddie begins to ride off. You are sitting there conversating with this man, waiting as you show up to the brothel boxing ring first, Wesley.
We're supposed to get there first.
You get there and you can see like there's this little raven circling around the place. Your raven kind of gives you orders, just like Marquis and the butler, or like there's someone outside the place, just two people.
I'm gonna just casually walk in.
Casually. Hey, you got. Yeah, you walk in, open the door, and you
Jack!
can see in the like main
Where's
ring
Jack?
that there's just like a tall man just like cowering, and you're just like questioning him, rapier in hand, bloody body on the stage, ripped open bag. And another like Air Genasi standing by, kind of like pacing, walking back and forth, kind of like holding the smaller person and just like dead glaring at the person that's cowering.
I don't see Jack at all, do I?
No, not in sight.
Have they seen me yet? Well, he's seen me.
Yeah, you
I don't
busted it
know.
open,
You've
like just
been
casually,
clocked.
just hey, oh, hey.
Seems I've witnessed a crime.
Mhm.
Is it right if I
Do not get framed.
step out?
You can go for it. The royal gods are on their way, so they will be here soon. You can.
I'm trying to find someone, but he's not here, obviously.
If you wouldn't mind, I would appreciate some help as well.
With what?
Do you happen to know any medicine?
He does.
I've never been a healer. I usually play a tank at row. So if I get an opportunity to do healy stuff, I want to use it.
Sadly, I'm not much more than a brewer, really.
A type of healing in its own respect.
Emotionally. Sadly.
Am I
Yes.
there yet?
Not
Your
yet.
butler's
This is
with you,
killing me.
I'm gonna look at Frederick. Frederick, do you know any good first aid or tend to this poor man or creature?
Starts rubbing his hands, and they start glowing with light. Yes, sir.
I think they need
He's
some
helping.
assistance. And I kind of motion him towards everyone else, and I follow behind him.
Walks over. You can see like the whole body starts to light up.
Is detect magic concentration?
Yes, it is.
No, I will not cast it then.
And just begins to radiate, and you can see that his chest is now puffing up more, and just as Frederick pumped in about 15 points of health.
Oh wow, that probably restored everything.
Yeah, Quillen does not have a lot.
Dang it! I didn't
I
get
lean
to
over
do
to
any
Leon.
healing.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, but thank goodness.
I lean over. I remember him doing that to me once or twice when I was young.
I am sure. Does it also happen to remove any negative effects?
No, mostly I was broken bones, and I'm not sure yet. Frederick, does it do that?
You can, but currently I can't do that.
Sadly, no.
This is fine.
And by negative
Sim-
effects, do you mean like?
Curses, negative, exhaustion, things like that. But that is fine. All the more evidence.
Quillen sits up, the door opens again behind you and Ro open, showing up. The Raven gives you a little heads up, like, hey, there's like 4 people out here now, bro. It's getting crowded.
I'm like running in. I'm not about to have
Missing
someone
one party
die.
member here.
You're making me seem like such a wuss, Wesley. I'm like shoving people out of the way, but really it's not me. I'm with Ro, and she's, what did I canonically, how tall? I don't know how tall she is, but she's built like a rugby player. Ilona Mayer, think that. But like a hot black lady. Anyways, she's like, and she's got her warhammer. Oh, I love her so much. I'm sorry, guys. I killed this character off, so I don't get to see her frequently.
Don't marry Finn, marry her.
I
Full circle.
no, Ro has stuff
Complications.
going on. Anyways,
Complication.
She's dead.
so she's a pile of rocks. Stop distracting me.
Keep going. Ro stumbles in, you go in, you see.
She's got her warhammer, and I've got healing word on demand, like cure wounds ready to go.
You can see, you walk up, open, you see Quillen start to sit up and just, he looks over and sees the whole crowd, looks over at you, and cowers and just
I knew it!
points at you, and that's where we're gonna end the session.
No!
We were getting you a good part.
I was gonna pull up Rose's sheet and I was gonna go full intimidation mode and beat his ass.
Maybe next time, but that's where we're gonna end.
First time a woman beat
She is canonically in this campaign now.
Okay.
Canonically, she is here.
She's your second character.
She is your true
I could
backup.
not care less about Jade right now.
Oh gosh.
So I guess I'm
She's
killing
kinda
off
got a
Ro now.
man's, But Ro, oh, she's so cool.
So yeah, we end with Quillen sitting up, seeing Marquise and points and just, him! It's him!
Straight face.
And
I
just,
was gonna
straight
ray a
face.
sickness your ass.
and just points at him.
Just die.
But, again, next episode is the last episode of this. This is not what I envisioned. There were other things happening. Things took a turn. But I will give you a little bit of another sneaky peek.
You did this last time.
I did this last time and it ended with Quillen
Being
hurt,
dragged
beat up.
Level 7 Earth Genasi.
So, we show up to the Queen's estate as they're preparing the whole place, hanging chandeliers, draping curtains around pillars and such. And she's just, everything must be perfect if we are to catch this thistleweight. You can see that there are pillars of like the scandal sheets all on like these large pillars around the walls and everything. She's like, the doors are prepped. Once this ball starts, Thistleweight will have no choice but to reveal herself. The perfect trap for the scandal writer herself. And we cut from her to Elise.
Oh.
Meanwhile, that's happening. The Queen's scheming for Thistleweight, who still has not finished her paper yet.
Working on it.
They're working on it. A knock on your door.
I'm gonna go and, well, I'm gonna send one of my servants to go and answer the door.
And just, Elise, sweetheart, where are you? And it's your mother-in-law.
Oh heavens. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna ask my servant to direct her into the breakfast room, which is where I'm sitting down on the couch.
She comes in and just sits and is just like, I have great news for you. The dress is done. I have it here.
Okay, I'm gonna grab it out of her hands. I'm gonna put it, like, drape it over the couch.
You can see it's the red dress made for Arabella. Arabella?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. She's like, it's gorgeous, stunning work. But there's the one for you I was talking about. And she unveils it, like, just under the layer. And it's like, what would your masquerade dress look like for Elise?
It'd be like a darkish colors, probably like blacks and navies and those kinds of colors.
And it has a matching mask with it. It could either be like a domino kind of one around, or like the one on the stick type deal, or however mask. But like, there's a matching mask with it. It's like, it's amazing, sweetheart. Oh, you're gonna look stunning. Is there anyone at this ball that you are interested at about?
I need to think on it.
There hasn't been anyone this whole season. Anyone from your sister's suitors? I mean, she can only pick one. You can pick any of those ones.
I do have my eye on someone.
Oh, ooh, do tell. And she like gets her drinks. Like, can we get more, please? So I guess. And they come in with like another little pitcher and like fill it. I'm like, my lady.
Thank you.
Fills it. I'm just. So who is it? Tell me.
I'm not gonna give you a name,
Sweetheart, that's not how this works.
but I will say he's not from around here.
Out of town. Is he staying? Is he staying at the Fell Hollow place?
I'm not one to share secrets.
You dirty little girl. Well, I am excited
You
to
dirty
see
little girl.
what happens. How many did you 20?
Oh heavens.
I'll tell you something later.
11.
11? Alright, give me 1 second.
Coming after you.
Coming after you, you're next, boy. But I wanted him. It's game over. It's game over, bro.
The Marquis was trying to get on my good side.
I need that liquid, alright? The good
Alright,
you know what I'm saying?
just...
Good.
Okay, you...
Drown all
Alcohol.
those sorrows.
Blurry-eyed.
Huh?
Your vision starts to blur.
What?
This bitch poisoned you.
I'm not feeling.
Oh, are you
Very-
okay, sweetheart?
I think I need
She like
to-
runs over to the cat. She's like, shh, it's okay, it's okay. No. Oh, sweetie. That's what happens when you mess with one of my boys. And we'll end here. Officially.
No.
Yes. Tune in next time for the finale of
done.
Tell Love and Woe.
I give up.
Ta-ta.
I'm dying.
How cringy can
As
I
your
be?
vision fades to black.
I